Advice that I used to hear all the time at the start of my photography journey was that the best gear yields the best results. Today, I'm going to go against that statement and show you my go-to gear that I've been using for years. Here's what's in my camera bag. In the top zipper is where I like to keep my handy-dandy cleaning tools, a simple cloth and a fluffy brush. This is also where I keep my remote for my self-timer, a very inexpensive, useful tool for any self-portrait photographer. In the next pouch is where I keep my go-to lens filters. I think lens filters are a great way to add interest to your photos without having to spend a lot of money on something new. Here I have a star filter, which creates these beautiful starbursts. It's a filter I love to use if I know that my model is going to be wearing some jewelry or we're shooting at a location like the beach where the sun hits the water. I just think it creates a very beautiful effect and a little pizzazz to your photos. My second go-to lens filter is my Black Pro Mist filter. It's only 1/4 power, so the effect isn't super intense, and I've thought about getting a stronger one. But this one does a great job of blooming my highlights in my photos and evening skin texture, and it's one that pretty much lives on my lens. I just really love the soft and dreamy look that it gives to photos. Moving on to this little section is where I keep my step-up rings. These are for my lens filters and allow me to use them for any of my lenses. They were super inexpensive and super handy. Next up are my Speedlights. These are my Speedlights of choice. They were recommended to me by my friend and mentor. They're just a Chinese brand, very inexpensive compared to other lights that are out there. Of course, I chose the one that doesn't have any batteries today, but I love these. I use them all the time. They have a bounce card and a diffuser built in, but I don't really use those. I typically just put them on a softbox or straight on top of my camera. And with it, I have the flash controller. Finally, onto my lenses. This is my Tamron Telemicro lens. I have to admit, I don't use this lens very often. It is just so heavy, and I actually had to go digging quite far back into my backup to find some example photos. Next up is my nifty 50. This is my 50mm prime Canon lens. Super inexpensive, and I really recommend it to any beginner photographer. It's just a great, cute little lens. Here is my camera with kit lens. I use a Canon EOS 80D, and admittedly, I use my kit lens for quite a lot. It's just really handy for self-portraits. I love shooting at the 35 mark. And I've used it for 5 years now. In fact, here are some shots taken a year apart with the same lens filters, same lens, everything. Well, that concludes what's in my camera bag. I hope this could serve as a reminder that an artist's skill is more powerful than their tools. Until next time, happy creating. Bye!